U.S. forces are striking about a dozen Houthi sites in Yemen overnight after the Iran-backed terror group hit a second U.S. carrier ship in the Red Sea.
Trey Yanks is live in Tel Aviv with more. Hi, Trey.
Todd, Carly, good morning. Overnight, the United States conducted a fourth round of strikes against Iran-backed Houthi rebels in Yemen. More than a dozen launching positions were hit with Tomahawk missiles, according to U.S. Central Command. Now, in a statement, CENTCOM Commander Eric Kurilla saying, quote, the actions by the Iranian-backed Houthi terrorists continue to endanger international mariners and disrupt the commercial shipping lanes in the southern Red Sea and adjacent waterways. We will continue to take actions to protect the lives of innocent mariners, and we will always protect our people. The same sentiment was echoed yesterday by the Pentagon, with Press Secretary Pat Ryder saying this.
We are going to continue to work with our partners in the region to prevent those attacks or deter those attacks in the future. And we're also going to continue to work very hard to prevent the Israel-Hamas conflict from escalating into a broader regional conflict.
The Iranians have responded to strikes against their proxy in Yemen, saying, quote, the security of the Red Sea is tied to the developments in Gaza, and everyone will suffer if Israel's crimes in Gaza do not stop. All of the resistance fronts will remain active. Now, the question today does remain whether or not the Islamic Republic will get more directly involved in this escalating regional conflict. Todd, Carly.
Trey Yanks live for us this morning in Tel Aviv. Trey, thank you. Let's bring in retired military intel officer Colonel Jonathan Sweet. Colonel, you just heard Defense Press Secretary Patrick Ryder there. But, Jonathan, to use his own words, whatever we are doing is not preventing or deterring a single thing.
It certainly hasn't until now. Iranian proxies continue to target U.S. forces and continue to disrupt shipping in the Red Sea. So the message clearly isn't getting to Iran, who continues to press buttons.
Aren't we just kicking the can down the road until we have to confront Iran in some meaningful way?
We certainly are. I think the administration has taken the path of least resistance in going after this. They certainly do not want a direct confrontation with Iran, but it's going to eventually evolve there because other allies in the region are going to take those next steps. Israel has already told Biden, the president, in a report that Fox had, that if you don't take care of the Houthi problem, he will. And he's already taken care of the Hezbollah problem and the Hamas problem. So it's just a matter of time before he reaches out and strikes IRGC again. And he has twice, on December 25th and the 29th. He's gone after IRGC officials in Damascus, Syria.
Oh, say, Colonel, if you were in charge right now, what would you do tactically and strategically to stop all this?
I think strategically, the messaging has to be direct. It has to be to the IRGC. It has to be to the Ayatollah saying, if you continue this type of activity, we will strike IRGC targets. And in the meantime, you have to cut off the funding. You have to restrict their ability to fund these organizations. And that's just going to be through sanctions and controlling their revenues.
This is all part of a much larger foreign policy problem that President Biden has, but President Biden put us in. You say the president's struggling to keep his head above water on foreign policy. And just this week, here's a look at some really damning headlines around the world. The U.S. claims seizure of Iranian weapons bound for Yemen's Houthis. North Korea is offering Russia weapons. Taiwan reports first major Chinese military activity after their election. Jonathan, doesn't this all come back to Joe Biden's weakness on the foreign stage and an appeasement strategy that really hasn't done any good and has only emboldened all of our enemies?
He has certainly created a permissive environment which has allowed this to occur. And by simply deferring action, he's allowed it to escalate on its own. With other countries. And everything you just mentioned is just the foreign aspect. It doesn't include the domestic issues that we have along the border. So, no, it's by ignoring it or by paying a little bit of attention to it and kicking the can down the road, it's all just come to this point right now. And it is overwhelming. And the administration right now, it has to tackle this. And they don't have a national security strategy in place that addresses any of these issues.
OK, I understand. I heard what you said in your last answer when it came to how he should solve the Iran problem. But taking all these problems as a whole, to me, Jonathan, it looks like the train has left the station in a really negative way. And I don't think Biden can do anything at this point globally to solve all these problems. What about you? Do you think it's too late for Joe Biden to do anything?
It's not too late because we have allies that we can leverage. Okay, in Ukraine, we have allies, obviously within NATO, that we can leverage, and it's a matter of getting them the right weapons for them to continue their fight for their independence. And in the Middle East, we have partners there too, particularly obviously with Israel, but Saudi Arabia too. We have numerous Sunni Arab partners in the area that can help us confront Iran, and partners in Southeast Asia too, particularly with Australia, Japan, and South Korea. So, no, it's a matter of leveraging partners and working with partners and then working with Congress in order to get the funding through that allows us to take on this task.
Hey, Jonathan, I look at this and say, look, if I'm an undecided voter at this point and none of the other issues that are out there right now are tipping the balance for me one way or another, this is the issue where I want a new coach in there because we need a new strategy. To your point, somebody who can get the job done and undo all this damage. Jonathan Sweet, we appreciate your time. Thank you, sir, as always.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.